My name is Paul Davis. I live in Bushwick in Brooklyn, New York, and I am a clinical research specialist for Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. I believe it was a tenure in graduate school when I first discovered that this was even a thing, that there were meat substitutes beyond just tofu, to be honest. How it's made is you would take cells from skeletal muscle from animal tissue, being from chicken, being from beef, being from pork, whatever kind of animal you want. And because it's skeletal muscle tissue, because it's bioidentical to what we would cultivate from or slaughter from an animal, it needs some sort of matrix to grow on. So what they use is they use a gelatin matrix as a base, and that the way that skeletal muscle works, it will grow in strands. So it takes about anywhere from about 20,000 individual strands of muscle cells to make something of the equivalent of your average size hamburger patty. I think the big issue right now is price. You're seeing where lab meat right now is where Tesla was 10, 20 years ago, where the technology was definitely available, but it's so incredibly expensive because it's still in this very early phase. You still need time to refine these products. You still need time to make sure that these are safe. The problem is seeing the massive explosion in population we've had since the industrial age and learning to curb that. By 2050, the global demand for meat will increase by 73% of what it is today. And another thing, like these vegan and vegetarian diets, as happy as I am to see people adapting them, they ultimately aren't for everybody. I know people do it, but bodybuilders, for example, it's very difficult for someone who's not used to being on a vegetarian diet to just switch all of a sudden, still compete in these competitions, or someone who has a major immunological compromised condition where having highly alkaline blood doesn't necessarily work for you. I would certainly sign up for it if the technology was viable, if it was commercially viable. Even if it costs a little bit more, I would still rather put something in my body that's bioidentical to meat without having to worry about the ethics of killing animals, the ethics of putting excess greenhouse gas emissions into the air, which if this is implemented on a mass scale would drastically reduce, while also maintaining the ability of people to get access to cleaner meats, whether it's conventionally grown or offer a lab alternative that doesn't devastate the planet as much as it is currently right now. It's easy being green.